Hey guys, how's it going? Wooksy here, and today I'm going to be showing you my mid-tier AoE build. This is going to be comparable to the Firefly build, just we're using the Flame Diviner set. Now, we're going to be using some of the same items, but a lot of the items have changed, so let's just go over them quickly. So again, we're going to be using the Fire Ravenclaw because we are going crit on this build. Using the Flame Diviner's helmet because we're not going to be using the shield, so we basically have to use the helmet, the chest, and the belt. Again, we're using a rainbow. This could be swapped out for another charm if you had something like, say, a Torch of Shadows or a Havoc, but for now, rainbow is pretty much our best bet. Apocalyptic, or Apocalypto, for the staff. This is just absolutely our best in slot for an extremely long time. Fire damage is really high, gives +1 all talents, gives you extra points in Pyrokinetic Disorder and Pandemonium of Flames, which is going to be your fire break. So, really good. Gives you decent HP as well. I'm going to be using Assassin's Mitts, and these ones have CDR rolled to them, so you do need, I believe, one item rolled with CDR, or just one Von Rune, I believe, should cut it. So I could roll that into like plus talents or more crit damage, something like that. We go Flame Diviner's Cord, obviously, because we're not going the shield, so that's kind of our only choice. We are using the Satanic Eye again, just because our resists are not completely balanced right now. I should be capping the poison resist, but I'm not going to use it rune just for 1 point. Now, I am using the Maggot Eye Elixir instead of the Bottle of Sake. That's because our crit chance and crit damage is honestly really fine. I could go for the Bottle of Sake though, which would, increase my crit, but I do like the early game elemental damage on this build with the mix of crit. Now, this is probably the harder item to get on this build is the Tundra Marchers. These ones have +1 talents rolled to it, but overall, these are just extremely strong boots. They give you a lot of all stats, armor, reduction, HP, all resists. It's just a very, very, very strong item to fill a lot of spaces in your gear. So, with that said, the talents are pretty much like the other ones that I've shown, only except instead of maxing out Fireflies and 3rd degree burns, we max out Pyrokinetic Disorder and Pandemonium of Flames. So I will go ahead and show you just a little bit of a Pyramid 2 clear. As you can see, it's pretty much overkill for the content. By the time we do get them in our AoE, they're just dead. And the cool thing is we do farm decently fast. So if I actually had like a Charm of Fortune, we'd have like 462% Magic Find for not stacking any Magic Find. That'd be really strong. Since the staff does come with a teeny bit of Magic Find into it, but our move speed is not the worst, not the best. So overall, fairly balanced. I could make the relics better on this build, as I said for my other builds. I just haven't bothered with it. Like the Storm Dagger absolutely should be swapped out. You're not going attack speed at all in this build. Same with the Lost Wand. 1% stamina and 2% energy isn't worth a relic slot. You're not going for the lifesteal because, again, you don't attack fast enough, so that would be swapped out as well. You have a lot of different options though. As you can see, we don't have Joffrey's TV or whatever it's called. We are missing Damned Buckler, we are missing Silver Axe, plenty of different options to pick for those last slots. Like you can pick up the cheeseburger, yeah, plenty of different options to get more armor and HP. I'd probably focus more on HP at this point, but our reduction's pretty decent. But let's go ahead and do a Anubis run. Just to show you compared to the other characters. As you can see, it's just very simple. Pop our Maggot Eye Elixir here and just destroy everything real quick. The boss is just gonna drain because of our Pyrokinetic disorder. And yeah, that was a pretty clean kill. As you can see, one issue though, again, is our mana. We spend a lot of mana on our skills, and we don't have like hardly any mana per second, and even if we had like mana per hit, that wouldn't be saving us at all. So we do have the mana dice. They don't work very well in this situation though, because our attack speed is slow, but it will keep you fairly sustained. So other than that, I think we could go ahead and move into the endgame guide. Since this is pretty much like a farming setup, you're not going to be using this setup in wormholes because like your HP and reduction just isn't there, and you just don't have the damage to perform well in a wormhole with this gear. So yeah, with this said, this is just a mid-game build. This will allow you to start doing like uber bosses and chaos towers and just have a well-rounded character. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.